Right, good evening everybody. We are back for the final round of F1 TS Hub Pinnacle Tier Season 11, and as you can maybe guess from the pit lane here, we are at Azerbaijan, Baku, and I'm joined once again for the final time this season, and on this game at least, by Jamie.
Yeah, hello everybody.
How you doing, Jamie?
Okay, it's too hot for me this weather, it just needs to cool down.
I agree, I've had a bit of rain here the last few hours, so it's cooled things down a little bit, but yeah, I'm sure it'll be pretty hot for a few of these drivers tonight, and this is a pretty demanding racetrack as well to drive if you're sweating and concentrating.
Yeah, there's some lethal curbs around here, especially towards the back end of the track, and the middle sector it's full of quite twisty corners and the walls out back too far away. Even the pit entry, you're not safe there. It's easy to it there as I did last season.
Yeah, there's walls everywhere, obviously, but yeah, the castle section in particular, turns sort of 8 to 12 are so tricky, so we can expect perhaps a few incidents there. And the tricky turn 15 as well catches a lot of drivers out, so I'm sure we'll see at least a few front wings go flying before the end of the race today.
Oh, definitely, yeah. There's chance for a lot of drivers here as our dominant drivers champion and constructors champion. Ali Diaz isn't racing tonight, obviously, so there's an opportunity for these drivers to grab a race win, a very rare one indeed.
Yeah, definitely a few opportunities for all the guys out there for sure, and I'm sure people like Sam, who's been there or thereabouts all season, but this may well be a good opportunity for him tonight to perhaps snatch a win at the end.
It's the only one, isn't it? The last one of the season, but yeah, the Mercedes drivers and Wummer and Danoj and a few others, maybe
yeah,
be excited for the situation.
Definitely. So the drivers winding up to start their hot laps then. So we're with Sam at the moment, who's just about to come across the line now. So we'll stay on board with him for a little bit and just see how he gets on there in the Mercedes. On this massive run down to turn 1, it just feels like you're there forever, trying to spot your braking zone then on the right hand side. A lot of drivers use the curves there, we can see now, to pick out their braking point, and he's managed that and looks pretty tidy right now.
Yeah, he's got a car ahead of him, which is not ideal. I don't know if he's on a flying lap, but it's going to, in the middle part of the sector, if he catches him, he's going to lose some time here, so it's not the best preparation for Sam on this lap, I have to say. Yeah,
I'd be hoping the car gets out of his way if he gets too near it, but it just puts you off, doesn't it, having it in your eye line there. It just distracts you slightly.
Yeah, there's Alls has been getting his outlap in the castle section, so
we'll
he'll be pitting and repairing his wing and coming out again. There's still time for him to set a lap.
There's 2 cars, I believe. Yeah.
Get involved as well, so yeah, I don't know if they've collided or what. He's going the wrong way. He's got to go careful here because he get disqualified for that. He's got away with it, I think.
Yeah, not ideal at all. And a long lap here. 8 minutes we're down to already on the session, so he'll be getting back as quick as he can, and he'll only have enough time probably for 1 or 2 more runs at it afterwards.
Yeah, Sam, he's close to his pride, but now with this part section, you might go from disadvantage to advantage. You could get a huge toe down his back straight if he's not too close to him. So this could work out for him as Woman sets 140, Z for 149 at the start of the session.
So that's the benchmark then, and as I say, he might get a bit of a slipstream here, Sam. This could work out pretty good for him, and he's tucking in slightly behind the car into the pits there as well. Just got an extra bit of toe, and he's tucking right behind the Ferrari now. Definitely a gain of a couple of tenths here, I'd have thought. And yeah,
he's got pole
puts it
position
into P1 at the moment.
Yeah, 146 as the Ferrari jumps out the way. And Danoj, he's only 9 thousandths behind, so Wummer, you have to say, he's fancy the win today, but he's down in third, and there's only 5 laps to drive set a lap, so not the best start for him.
No, not the best start at all, as Retrax goes in on a 40.9, so top 4 at the moment, all in the high 40s.
Yeah.
So we'll check out the other Mercedes of Matt and see how he's getting on. He's just in the coming up to the castle section in a moment or two. So we've had a couple of incidents, but a lot of the drivers got a pretty decent bank lap in so far by the look of it.
Matt's on a good first sector here. It's 10th up on Sam, so maybe he's got a chance to take pole. I wonder if he's gone for 2 laps because he's quite late in the session. Yeah, I think it's on the 2 laps because I think he validated his first effort, so there's a strict corner cutting. Can't catch you out in this track.
Yeah, it can. There's a few little opportunities where you can just chop the inside of the corner and bang, you've got yourself a penalty. So that goes into the final, well, proper sort of corner now, I guess. It's pretty much flat out from here. As long as you get the line through these sweeping corners right, it's crucial to get the line right as well. You want to strike off as little speed as you possibly can. You might get a distant toe off the McLaren by the look of it as well.
Yeah. See, Sam got a huge toe on his lap here. It's not profound, but it still might make a difference as he goes third at 1:48. So you're very close at the front now, you have to say, from the top 5.
Yeah, it is very close indeed. And yeah, you have to say Danilow's looking pretty good because we know certainly Sam must have gained a couple of tenths in the final sector with that toe. So, you know, it's put them very, very close on lap time. So we'll see what they can do on their next runs. We've got a few drivers still out there trying to set a time. Bath and the McLaren's entered the pits, so he's not going to set a time on those soft tyres.
11th to 14th, so they are in pits, so they've only got one run at it, so there's a bit of pressure. And tyre wear is not really a huge factor around here, so you want to be starting as high up as possible. Even with the slipstream effect, starting at the front is always an advantage.
Yeah, it is. And there was a couple of attempts there on the soft tyre as well, Jamie. They didn't actually complete their laps, but a few drivers decided to try and go out on that tyre.
Yeah, I don't think it's really a viable option these tracks. The tyre wear is so low. It's going to be a one-stop with, unless there's any damage, one-stop with supers to softs, I believe. If you do get damage on the opening stint, you probably have to pit for mediums and try to get to the end, but the mediums, I think, are pretty slow around here, so you'll be vulnerable towards the end. Yeah,
it's sort of quite a low grip track, I always find, really. You can't sort of attack too much, not as much as you'd like perhaps, but Nick now in the Toro Rosso, who's looked pretty good at times this season, Jamie. We've seen lots of battles, he's been involved in lots of battles in the midfield.
Yeah, it's very tight, I have to say, in the clap tree. Flexi in 6th and Nicky in 9th, it's 3 tenths, so a decent second lap for these guys. You can move them up a few places.
Yeah, and it's looked pretty tidy from Nick so far. He did get the rear a little bit sideways out of turn 1 on the curb, and before we've just gone through there, that is one you can get your penalties for. So easy, and he's hit the wall.
He's been there. Yeah, he took too much curb on the inside. It sort of hit him into the wall and had nowhere to go off that. It's very lucky not to suffer terminal damage, but he set it over anyway 3 minutes ago. By the time he gets in the pits, gets his wing changed, everything could be too late, so he's nailed down to 9th at best.
Quite lucky for the other drivers as well, but he's a bit sort of out of sync with the others, so his crash there didn't interrupt anyone else's lap.
No yellow flags or anything. I believe cars do ghost when that happens, but once you get back to power, they go solid again, so very
and again, it's just so distracting as well when you come through that section, you've got a ghosted car through the middle of the track. So yeah, quite a few drivers then coming out now for their second runs, so 3 minutes of the session remaining.
Can Sam hold on to pole position? I believe this will be his first pole position F1 tier sub, I believe, so it'll be a big day for the Mercedes driver.
It could be interesting to see if he can improve. But you know, that slipstream that he gained means he's probably going to find a couple of tenths without the slipstream just to get back to where he started. But it might be difficult for him.
You could also argue he lost time in the middle sector, so maybe it was a bit of a balancing act. So yeah, pressure's on now though. He's fueled for 2 laps, and I believe he's got enough time to do 2 laps. So probably a bit of a wise call here, especially if he invalidates early on.
So Matt Daddy on his flying lap as well, so we'll keep an eye on the Williams and see if he can improve. Sam just about to cross the line now, start his lap.
Nice turn 1.
Yeah, it looked tidy, didn't it? Really easy. Oh, but he's smacked that up.
Wide there, yeah. I believe he'll board this lap and he'll go for the second lap. He lost a lot of time there.
Yeah, he just ran deep on the brakes, didn't he? Kept it out the wall, but lap gone for sure. And even though Matty Daddy as well, he's just run a little bit deep as well. So a few of the drivers just tried to push the limits a little bit, and you're just getting caught out, running a bit deep into the corners, and of course with the walls right next side, all you do is back out.
Yeah, the risking. Yeah, Sam's gone wide on his lap here, so he's got to try and avoid getting wing damage, and he does there. So not the best preparation of his second by lap, going wide there and looking up.
Not ideal, but as you say, if he's got his front wing intact, then he's got a chance to go again.
Yeah. I mean, Matty Daddy's not had a great lap here. He's been pretty scuffy, so again, he's going for a second lap, so I think that will be where he'll improve if he does.
Got a Renault ahead of him as well, so it could work out, could not. He'll catch him for a bit of slipstream here, but he could hold him up, later in the lap. We'll see.
Yeah, everybody will 5 laps ahead now, so there won't be any traffic issues. The only way that will not be a factor is if he makes a mistake, I think. So Matty Daddy hits a 143, that's way off the pace, and also tries with a few errors in it.
Yeah, way off there, so he'll have another chance. Warmer now as well, just crossing the line to start his final attempt. I think he'll be looking at this one as one to win, won't he? After battling all season, he gets provisional pole there, improves by 4/10. So nice back on him.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to beat. I think 4/10. There's Pepsi Game moved up to 5th with a 149. So some and someone 4th place there. So people are improving. It's just can these Mercedes improve, or have they seen the best of it?
That's it. We'll go on board with Danoj here in the Cyber, because he's perhaps on for a shot at pole as well, in 3rd at the moment. So we'll see how he manages through the car section here. Can he improve and get himself on the front row? Oh, he's just treading it carefully between the walls there. He's keeping it all tidy. Decent enough exit out of the car section. And Retrex goes P2 there on a 40.4. So Sam and Danoj now under pressure here if they want to get onto that front row of the grid.
Yeah, Sam's 2:10 took his lap here, but he's got Pepsi Game ahead of him, and again he gets slipstream in sector 3, but it's in this middle sector, so it'll be interesting to see how this works out.
Yeah, keep an eye on that for us. We'll just follow Danoj across the line, see where it puts him. Got yellow flag set for 2 and 3 as well.
And Sam's 2.5 attempts up here, so he could do it with a toe.
So Danoj has gone 3rd, all going up at the Sam. Yeah, he's going to get a toe as well, because he doesn't suffer from anti-steer here, which he speeds the wall there, but he gets away with it.
So he's very tight with fuel as well, but he'll make it. This could be pole position here, I think. Look at this.
Oh, P2 I think it was.
C2, yeah, I think it was about 10th off. He was the last guy to finish his lap, so...
And the slipstream worked out well for him again there, I think.
Yeah, he gained time, I think, again, as I go through the order for you. We've got LC 101 pole position, with Samster in 2nd in the Mercedes, Retrex 3rd in the Haas, Danoj 4th in the Sauber, Flexi 5th in the Sauber, Solomon Woods, who believes Cloudy Balloons in the Force India 6th, Chopper 7th in the Renault, Matt in 8th in the Mercedes. Matt dropped a lot at the end there, with Pepsi 9th in the Red Bull, Matty Daddy 10th, and I didn't catch the rest. Yeah,
I didn't catch the rest either, but that's the top 10. We'll have confirmation shortly anyway.
Yeah. Apparently the podium tier pole position driver got pole in that race, so maybe he's in the wrong tier, I should suggest.
Yeah, maybe so. Impressive performance by him, obviously. But I guess it's sort of the front row we perhaps expected. Warmer manages to get the job done. Obviously had that disastrous start last time out after having a great qualifying session where he had a massive jump start, so he'd be absolutely praying that the game or his controller or whatever holds together here, and that he can actually hold the lead this time into turn 1.
Yeah, and then remember in China, Sam jumped years at the start, and his teammate got involved, but his teammate down 8th. I don't think that's going to happen this time unless he has an extraordinary start. So that would be a good battle from them two at the front. Look, really giving him match of pace as the formation laps underway. It's a dry race.
Yeah, dry race, and it's a pretty short run to turn 1 as well. It's pretty hard to actually make any headway there. and down to turn 2 as well. We often see it down, down to turn 3 is often where we see the big moves.
But it tightens up into 2 and 3, so you can see the moves done there, but you can see instances as everyone's on the supers apart from Farf and Odds, they're on the soft tyres.
Okay, we'll get that. You guys now on screen as well, so you can have a look at the tyres there. So, yeah, I guess I'm slightly surprised that some of the other guys outside the top 10 didn't go for the soft, but as you say, I guess if it's a dead nail strategy, otherwise then just bolt super soft on and see how you get on.
Yeah.
There's such a high chance of wing damage here as well, I guess, that there's a high likelihood you won't actually get to the end of your stint on the harder tyre anyway.
No, yeah. If I was in the mid-pack, I'll just try and keep out of trouble, but it's so difficult as cars bunch together, especially in turn 2, turn 3. You just got to... You see a guy, it looks like he's about to crash, you have to let him through, and you 2 laps later you see him in the wall and you pass him anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. I imagine a safety car as well is pretty, well, it's back in 2017, who knows? You'd assume it's pretty likely to happen here at some point, but we'll see how that affects the race. It gave us a pretty interesting end to last week's race, so we shall see.
Yeah. In this game, Sam seems to get really good starts, so maybe we might have a chance, but as you say, the run turn 1's not easy, so maybe you can position the car well into turn 2, maybe you can take the lead, but I think whatever happens from these two, if they keep it clean, I think they'll be fighting for the win.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. It's just all about, you can sort of, with the slipstream here, it's so huge. Even on this game, it helps you a lot. Even if you're a couple of tenths slower a lap than the car in front, you can use it to keep with them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So the drivers lining up on the grid now. A few of them a little bit further back. You can just see them coming around in the distance. So we're about to get underway for the... not ideal before you rise at the grid. But yeah, final race of the season for these Pinnacle tier boys, so I'm guessing they'll leave nothing on the table here.
No, it's a bit of fun, there's nothing to play for, just a bit of pride, confidence going to the next season.
Yeah, definitely. Championships are all decided, so just pride at stake and a race win, of course.
Decent turnout as well for the final race, 14, you've got to say, well done.
Yeah, not bad at all. So we're about to have the lights on screen now any moment. So here we go then. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and 1 light. It's happened again, he's gone again, way early. His race is ruined once again, now back on his robbed as well. And let's see how the rest of these guys get on anyway. This looks pretty tidy so far. As we come to turn 2, will anyone go for a dive bomb here? There's a couple of cars side by side, 2 siders. Easy to get squeezed. Oh, we've got a bit of chaos behind us here.
With Matty Daddy and Farf got involved there, and Pink.
Matty Daddy.
I think Farf's got away with it though, he's got no wind damage. Matty Daddy, well, I think his bad season continues as Sam. He held on there. Rechecked was really challenging into turn 2, but he held on, and now, well, Sam got the best chance ever of winning.
It's in his hands at the moment, and how much did he feel to have it happen for 2 weeks on the trot? It's got to be something affecting him. It's just affecting him, so who knows what's going on there. He's been fine all the season up till then, but yeah, the race is in Sam's hands now. He can control the race as well. It's difficult to overtake through this sector. There's no need to push to the limits.
Yeah, it's easy to get his exits out for sector 3, alright. I think normally he'll stay out until lap 3 and then he'll pit, because obviously you want to maximise time in clean air, and it's instance behind, you don't get more than them too early.
No, definitely not. It's been pretty decent apart from that bit of chaos we saw towards the back. I think that was just too many cars trying to claim the same bit of racetrack. As all the cyber loses it, and Danosh all gone horribly wrong for him. He just lost the rear, just came round on him, oversteer out of that corner, tried to get a good drive onto the straight. He's got wing damage from half the box. You've got to be careful around these quick left and right handers now. He doesn't just slide straight to the wall. You mentioned exits being crucial. He was obviously aware of that himself, trying to nail the exit, but just a bit too trigger happy, and well, his race is ruined, barring obviously safety cars. Still obviously opportunities perhaps later on, but not ideal at all.
So he gets by Cloudy Balloons, Cloudy Balloons went deep into turn 1, and flexes up the 4th, which will become 3rd when Woman serves his drive-through penalty.
Yeah, we'll mention that Somnom was, I think, is Cloud's new ID for anyone who's wondering who it is.
PSN issues, I believe. There's Chopper and Matt fighting very close together, but Matt gets through. He'd be hoping, Matt, he'd be disappointed with qualifying, but it's a long race and there's plenty of opportunities.
Yeah, there's plenty of opportunities to come through. As Matty Daddy fits the medium, so he's going to bolt those on and just go as far as he possibly can now.
Try and get to the end. They'd be praying for a safety car so that he can get rid of the tyres, because then the tyres you want around here, they're durable, but they're very slow.
They're just slow, yeah.
He'd be kicking himself again because he's pulled a second on Sam in his first 2 laps, so again he's had the pace to win, but whether it's a mistake or a game issue, it sort of let him down again, and he'd be coming out in 12th place, I think, after he serves his drive through.
So disappointing. Will he take it straight away, do you think, or will he try and keep the clean air while he's got it and carry on to push?
He'll pit on lap 3, clean air, and because he might come out in traffic, and he's got the race winning pace here, and he won't want to avoid traffic as much as he can. But it's very tight in the midfield, so making progress isn't going to be easy because there's a lot of cars battling each other, so he needs to watch out, I think.
As you say, he's flying as well, isn't he? So, you know, he would have had the pace by the quick to control the race.
Here's DRS enabled, and Retrex is sticking with Sam here, so this lead battle looking tasty, I have to say.
Yeah, the battle for the win is definitely on. Retrex will get that DRS aid as well, so it'll make it just that bit more comfortable for him now to just stick with Sam, and perhaps, you know, protect his tyres to save a bit of fuel as well.
Yeah.
So Chopper as well, tucked in right behind Matt. He's just touched the wall as we switch to him, but no damage done. So Chopper looking pretty good here at the moment.
Yeah, and Boffy Dreller's moved to 5 places, so he had a really good first lap there, and all sort of 10-4 places. Obviously they're both at the back of the grid, but they've avoided the carnage and they're looking good for some strong points.
Yeah, they are. I think points are on the card for everybody in this race, aren't they? Even still, with how many instances we can end up having by the end here, and with only 14 runners. But Chopper keeping with Matt. He's pulled away a little bit that gap section though, so we got up to nearly a second now. The closest battle on track still Retrex and Sam, and you'd have to say Retrex maybe looks like he's got a little bit of pace advantage at the moment, just by how close he's able to keep to Sam.
Yeah, as I believe Uma will pull pits this lap, so this will become the lead battle officially when that happens.
And we'll see how he gets on with DRS for the first time here as well. He's right in Slam slipstream. He's surely going to be in a position to make a move here. Sam will go to the left, I presume, and make Retrex go around the outside.
DRS, put around the outside. It's not the easiest place to go around the outside, but
he's not got enough there, is he?
Ooh, a bit of contact, but he gets through.
Yeah, it looked like he was
now, will Sam have DRS back? I'm not sure how the protection works on it. Will you have DRS back, or will Retrex have it?
Sam's got it.
But again, this is a harder place to operate at turn 1 because it's such a tight entry. You've got to really commit, and the other guy's got to really give you room.
Yeah.
It's too far back. Retrex on wide there. Does he pick up wind damage? No, he doesn't.
When he manages to hold the position. So we'll see now if I was right. Will Retrex have a pace advantage? Can he open the gap up a little bit?
Yeah.
Wommer rejoined in 10th position, by the way, so he's still in the points. We know he's quick.
I think his teammate might have let him through there. I think he might have caught behind, but yeah, he's still not out of it for podium because these guys are all close together, and we know the pure pace he's got, so it's not all over for him. He's got to hopefully he has better luck than his last week and he takes it up here.
Yeah, hopefully he can get through a little bit cleaner.
Retrex pulled 8/10 this Sunday, so this stage of race anyway.
Does look like it, and Cloudy lining up flexi as well, and they're about to come in to that turn 16. So if he can get a good exit, then he will be in a good position to make the overtake and get himself onto the podium as things will stand.
And Matt's catching him up as well, so this could be a three-way battle shortly. Cloudy Shirley's got it easily here, but gets very close. It's too close for comfort, I have to say. But again, he's up around the outside, so he's going to have to outbrake him, but shouldn't be. be pretty easy.
He caught him almost too soon, didn't he? And almost ran to the back of him, but he's got the position.
His Chopper has lost his front wing completely, and so has Pepsi Gamer, so they come to blows. Or
yeah, no wing at all on the Red Bull, and Chopper missing half of his wing as well. And we did see some yellow flags, so obviously something's gone on there. So
that's helped out him though.
Yeah.
2-3 places for him.
And he's on the back of Oles imminently as well by the look of it. He's on the soft tyre, so Oles doing okay there on the soft tyre at the moment.
Yeah, to say he's done good for points again. He's had a quiet season, a really impressive 4th place in the USA, but he's had a quiet season, but he's always there on the back end of the points. And maybe not the quickest driver in this tier, but he's certainly one of the more smoother ones. As Chopper comes out on mediums and Danos from the super, so I think Danos should be 2 stopping and Chopper be 1 stopping. Or trying to 1 stoppers. Ooh, Pepsi Gamer and Chopper collided there, and Chopper's gone into the runoff area.
So Chopper's race, well, we mentioned it was going okay, it's gone wrong, and he's had enough and retired from the session.
DNF'd, so yeah, it's in a safe area, so it shouldn't be a need for a safety car. Sam's caught up to rechecks a little bit here, so this battle is going to and fro, but looking like a very close one between these two. But I think Sam's too far back to think about moving to turn 1.
Yeah, Wommer though is close enough to Oles, so he's got 7th position in his sights here. As we've got yellow flag set to 1.
I think that's later on, that's like turn 3, so it won't affect this part of the track.
But I don't think Wommer's going to have enough here. He's got DRS open. Would he go for a late down Charles? This is defending.
He thinks about it, and Oles, I have to say, was very spot on there. Yeah,
he just didn't defend it, did he?
Pick a driver, and I think no point wasting time fighting him when he's got drivers around him who can be like Bocky Driller. So yeah, I think that's pretty sensible. This battle for third is now a 3-way battle as Matt's joined the party.
Okay, so good stuff. So we've got a definite battle on our hands here. Retrex as well. It isn't gapping anybody, is he? It's really close.
I think it was the evenly match these two. And coming on the pit strategy and mistakes, I think.
Yeah,
maybe he was ahead in the last lap. Maybe he's got DRS in the final lap. That might be a factor. You never know.
Yeah,
you passed that and do with Bottas and Stroll in real life F1. So.
Yeah, is it the best place to be in the lead on the last lap? Maybe not if you've got a car close behind you. And like you say, who makes the least mistakes will end up winning this race out of those two.
I think Sam's got a great chance here.
Okay, we'll go and have a look at Sam, see how he's getting on. Sam's had so many good opportunities this season, isn't he, that haven't quite worked out for him quite often, so I'm sure he'll be absolutely determined to try and win this one.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's been... So I say Retrex, we've seen this in the past with Sam, his straight line speed and not keep that great, and Retrex, he's sticking with him as you see a bit of yellow flags behind, and to say Retrex looks like he's got the advantage on the straights. Sam gets really close in the braking, but not close enough. It's flexi pits, it's an early pit stop, I have to say. No wing damage, so he's going for an extreme undercut on Cloudy.
Yeah, lap 7, so as you say, pretty early. He's obviously decided to go for the undercut if he can.
He's going soft tyres, I think. It's a long way to go on the softs, but I think it's manageable, but I think at the end he might be struggling a little bit.
We'll see where he rejoins. I think there's quite a gap for the cars behind him. They've been involved in incidents.
Way ahead of Daniel here.
Yeah, it's quite a spread now between those who've been in the crashes and those who haven't.
Wummer and Bocky Driller are pretty close now. Wummer is not far off Cloudy and Matt, so he's made good progress through the field, and he's only about 5 seconds off the podium. And Matty Daddy once again DNFs.
Yeah, he'll be frustrated. This hasn't worked out for him this season at all, is it?
He's a Constructors champion though, so
he is.
With 7 points, you have to say that's pretty impressive work.
And Pepsi Gamer as well as retired from the session, I believe.
Yeah, so
we've got 11 runners.
For Farf. So good from Farf early on, but he's only 2 seconds off the points now as Botticello runs wide, and will that give... He was defending very aggressively there, you have to say.
He is, and if I was Warner, I think I'd just bide my time and get the dropper down the straight.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. So this is.
Whoa.
I wouldn't. I'm not
There's
liking his
chaos
defending,
here.
I have to say.
Oh, we've seen this before with Warner though. He needed to back out of that. There was no point overtaking there.
Yeah. It's got wing damage, so. Boffigel's got wing damage, so they're struggling. There's cloudy blues pits now, so that's not automatically third. And this battle's a battle for fourth, crucially. Yeah, but
that was a bit. I mean, like you say, aggressive defending from Boffigel's, but if Warner had just eased off the throttle there for a moment, he'd have had the job done on the next straight anyway. I think.
As I think Fast left the session, he's saying in the chat that thunderstorms affect his connection, so that's pretty unfortunate. He's not the best luck this season, the second McLaren driver.
No, he hasn't at all.
No. As Cloudy Balloons comes out on the mediums, comes out ahead of Flexi still, so that undercut didn't work for the Sauber.
No, it didn't. Cloudy on the medium tyre as well. He's on the hardest compound and almost all the runners, all the runners around him.
Yeah, I don't see what. If I was Boffigel's, I'd just let Warner go here. He's just losing so much time defending. Over wing damage, he'll be understeering like crazy. If I was Warner, I won't be too happy with what happened on that final sector, I have to say. It looks a bit over the top.
Yeah, I think both drivers have some blame in that, but hopefully Warner this time will be a little bit more patient perhaps and aware of what might happen and wait for his opportunity.
Time, so he might back out a little bit and maybe get him on the exit.
Yeah, and Boffigel's, of course, last week had lots of lag going on as well, which got him in a few incidents, and he's seen running deep there. Yeah, he did indeed. So through turn 17 now, Warner's got to line this up through turns 18 and 19, full throttle, and just wait for that DRS.
He should do it now easily, yeah, he's right on the back of the knee. I don't see how Boffigel's going to defend this.
He's gone to the inside, and back to the middle, he's forward, just leaving enough space. And a little bit of contact again.
There's Matt Pitts, but he's got moved done now, surely.
Oh, I don't know, Warner in the wall.
I don't know what happened there, like, but he had the move done and then suddenly just,
Well, Boffigel's had the inside and Warner tried to hold him on the outside, and I mean, he ran out of road, the wall was looming there. I don't know, that's a difficult one from the camera view that we had here, but Warner's race is pretty bad for
that, I think.
Yeah.
As Flex is all back cloud here after them soft tyres are giving him a lot of good advantage, but he hasn't got the track position.
No, he's just losing time here, and a bit of wing there. I can see laying on the ground as well. Oh, there's Flex, especially pushing Cloudy along.
Yeah.
As you said, those mediums, they're just not quick, are they? Cloudy just struggling for outright pace, and Matt in the Mercedes as well, closing in on these two.
The good news for Warner is that he hasn't pitted yet for a proper pit stop, so at least he'll be able to pit and get that wing change without losing too much time to where he would have beforehand. But you can see them two ahead pulling away, and he's on the back of Boffy here, and nearly loses wing into that really difficult hairpin, but manages to save it.
We'll see how Oles fares if he gets an opportunity at Boffigel's.
Flexi's going to go for it here, and as they collide, and well, I think Cloudy's got wing damage now. No, he hasn't. He's got away with that, I think.
Well, Matt now will be lining up Flexi as well as he gets all his momentum.
Wing damage. Yeah, as the front two pit, Sam and Retrex, and Sam goes on the softs. What does Retrex do? He goes on the softs as well.
Always Matt gets the job done.
Yeah, big Flexi with pitting, I think, or they stay out?
This continues.
They stay out.
I think he'll struggle with that wind damage for say, but he's staying out.
Yeah. And there's Boffigel's and also pitting, but of course he had to stop, and Boffigel's, that wind damage was still understeering all over the place. I don't know why he's staying out, it just seems a bit, I don't know.
It does seem, slightly strange. There's one more pit, so he's going to get rid of that damaged wing.
So we can get them to the end.
Yeah, Boffigel's just got so much understeer, you just see it running deep into the corners. We ride on board with him for a few moments, and again he's having to back right out of it to avoid the wall. And whatever strategy he's trying to run by carrying on, well, it's just not going to work out. It's losing too much time.
Yeah. Only 6, oh well, Raytrek's only 6 seconds down and he's done a stop, so a couple more laps and these two will pits up behind the leaders, so yeah, but obviously all's on the soft, so he won't be pitting anytime soon, so the emphasis is on Waffy here to pit, you see.
Yeah.
Sounds him at the end because he's just losing so much time.
He is. He's just about able to keep on the back of this train at the moment with the help of the slipstream. Friday, you know, just again, it's been a little bit of a bottleneck here with those medium tyres.
Daniel's just joined the party as well, so it's a 4-way scrap, and I think Matt's got a great opportunity here now into turn 1. But I think he may be too close, but he manages to hang on to him, and surely he'll get this move done easily.
You think so? So he opens DRS straight away, so Friday's going to stay in the middle of the circuit by the look of it, make Matt decide which way to go, goes for it inside.
Had a move there, should get this done easily. He's got to be wary now because Claudia might have a switchback and you have DRS and Claudia does get the switchback, but he's too far back.
He's going to get it. He's going to get it. Oh, a side by side now.
It's a drag race. Yeah, and Claudia's got DRS. He's got the inside line as well. So
and
Matt, what you've done.
The two siders as well, tucked right behind.
Yeah. Danish is very close to Matt here. You've got to be careful. And they all managed. Oh, I said they all survived, but Flexi hits the wall again and. Claudia's well on the outside of Matt there. That was pretty impressive if he did on them mediums.
He's defended for all his work, isn't he? Clyde, you just feel that it's going to come unstuck for him in the end, just struggling to hold his cars back at the moment.
It's losing the second lap to Sam ahead, so the mediums don't think it's working out for him.
Yeah, I mean we're only on lap 11 of 26 I guess, so it could well work out for him in the long run, but certainly at the moment he is struggling for pace.
Yeah.
Botted well as well, still in the lead of the race.
Yeah.
But, he's got Oles right behind him.
Yeah, Rechecks is getting 3 seconds on him since the last lap, so I don't get why he hasn't pitted. He's just losing so much time here. And this isn't a track where he can overcut. It's really about the undercut here, the low tyre wear.
He's not pitting.
He's staying out again, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, this is bizarre. Maybe he's holding on for a safety car, but safety car don't look too likely. It's Matt again. He's in the back of Cloudy again, and you've got Danoj. He's there waiting for something to occur. Matt and Cloudy had a bit of a dirty battle last week, and hopefully it's a bit cleaner this time as Matt again goes to the inside of turn 1.
No.
No.
I think Matt was too far back there and just basically gave Cloudy absolutely nowhere to go but run off track.
Yeah, it's Flexi. He's had enough for one day. It's not a good race, is he? Yeah, I think it looked a long way back, and I know Matt was angry. I know Matt was frustrated after last week because he messaged me about it. So maybe I think there's a bit of beef between them two. But you can't just lose your driver, especially in a track like this.
Yeah, he was too far back.
Daniel's crew. Yeah, Daniel's the guy that's capitalised on that, and he's on the soft super. So
yeah, we know Daniel's got good pace from his qualifying as well.
Yeah. The two net leaders are catching up to the front two on track, so I think this might. So we've got 2 Hasses. I wonder if Oles will let his teammate through here.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity as well on the straight, just to allow him through if he gets a good run on Oles, especially just lift a little bit earlier, perhaps for turn 1, and just let him come through. We'll see anyway. And we'll see if Bucky Dweller pits this lap as well. He's on 12 laps now.
Super soft.
Yeah, and with the damaged wing as well.
So he's not in the pit. No, he's not in the pit. Oh, he is now. He's late dive into the pits. His Retrex, choreographed move there for past teams. Retrex takes the lead. Now can Oles hold Sam back for a little bit. As you say, in this stint of the race, Retrex has pulled away a little bit. You see McLaren coming out the pits there, but he's a ghost car. That won't affect Sam.
Yeah, I think now Sam's out of that slipstream range a little bit, perhaps just dropping off a tiny bit. We're still keeping it around the second mark to the cars ahead, but yeah, he's got to get through Oles as quickly as he possibly can.
Bucky joins in 8th place, so yeah, that's the best strategy, I don't think.
No, definitely not. And has Sam got wing damage on the left-hand side of his car, or not?
I'm not going to look at Matt's. Yeah, he has. Yeah, he has. That's good. Like
that,
a bit of pace.
Yeah.
Matt's got a bit more of a end plate there. But he's still hanging on, because he's still hanging on. You have to say, he's still hanging on. But he's getting held up here badly by the Haas, and this won't be helping him at all.
No, it won't. And Matt could get pulled along by Danosh here as well, because he's on a super soft as well. He will have to hit again.
Yeah, so double program Mercedes here, so yeah, obviously the pitch is over already, but the gap could close significantly with no Williams not scoring any points, so it could be a close finish even though it's all decided.
Yeah, it definitely could be. I don't think Matt's going to have, he doesn't look like he's got the drive out of the corners to perhaps make a move, but I think just tucking in with the cyber, if you're not getting held up and getting dragged along by him, won't be a bad thing for his race at all.
Yeah, exactly. He's pulling away from Cardiff Leeds a bit now, and again, if Donald tries to pit, which I think is pretty likely because we pit like 10 for them supers, then
Sam has got old as well into turn 1.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah. He's 2 seconds behind though, so that one lap was costing at least a second. I could see rain.
Yeah, I can.
See rain.
Wow.
Maybe that's what Bockel was hanging on to, but obviously it came to the stage where it was too late for him and his tyre had gone.
So everybody is pitted apart from Oles now. Oles will be loving this rainfall right now because it could perhaps actually put him into a net third.
He's in the podium position, but he's got to be careful with his. He almost lost his wing there. Obviously with Sam with wing damage, so if he stick with Sam, he might get ahead of him on the pit stops. So I think Sam will probably change his wing at the pits. So
oh, this could
obviously
get spicy.
Pierre Gasly and going full wet. I'll highly doubt what they were thinking there.
Yeah, they mentioned that on one lap in the real F1 race just gone by that there was every compound of tyre used, all the three dry compounds and inters and wet, so that's pretty impressive. When will time to pit be? This is going to be treacherous for the guys with the walls so close by. Just running by with Oles, the rear of the car already looks pretty lively. But he's moved up 11 positions on the starting as well, Oles, at the moment, so this rain could work out brilliantly for him. It falls a little bit harder.
Got an 8-second gap on Danosh and Matt as well, so if it does rain really quickly, then and he's on the soft tyre, and even this game is a bit of a bug, which apparently the harder tyres are better than the wet, which should be the other way around. So
it should.
So, we saw in Germany as well, the ultras so much quicker than the softs, but on this game it's the other way around for some bizarre reason. Why?
Yeah, a bit of a strange one. We won't question it.
No. Definitely not, but Retrex, you have to say, he's looking comfortable now. He's pulling away a second lap on Sam. Obviously, in the wet, that wind damage will be affecting Sam more than in the dry, so he'll be hoping it's inters shortly so he can change that win.
Yeah, you obviously get a new win, which is good, but that'll cost him again another several seconds.
Be with around where Danosh and Matt are, so he needs to fall quickly, next few laps, next lap or so, I think. But it's looking quite light at the moment. It's not falling as quickly as we have seen in the past, so the drivers are still doing decent lap time on these tyres, so I think we're still a few laps away.
Yeah, it looks pretty consistent at the moment.
Sam loses more wing, most of more wing there, so looking back to this.
Yeah, trouble with that first bit of wing damage, then you just end up understeering and picking up more. As we're on board with Warmer, as he just runs into the back of the Cloudy at that moment and damages his front wing yet again. So every time he catches any cars, he seems to be losing his wing just at the wrong moment.
So he has good pace every time he pits. He seems to catch these guys so quickly, but he does. I think he had the pace to win this race, but Danosh gone really slow down the back straight there.
Is Danosh going to pit? Is that why he's throwing down? Yeah, he's pitting.
The race getting heavier, but I still think it's a lap too early.
Yeah, I think it may well be. We'll keep an eye on him and see how he does. There's Warmer there, loses the car with the understeer. He's got to just
in the past, he's a good driver, but with the wing damage, it's not going to help him.
He needs to carry the wing until the pit stops, doesn't he, without wrecking the car, so that's got to be in his mind. Don't push too hard.
Matt's obviously up to 4th place now, so he'll be hoping to catch Oles before the pit stop.
He will, that'll be his target. So we'll have a quick look at Dan as he exits pits for a couple of corners to see what the grip looks like.
As well. Yeah, I'll look at the gap between him and Boffy, see if that's going up or down. It's going up at the moment, but see in this game it can switch pretty quickly, so halfway on the lap it's starting to see some standing water now, but Danos is understeering, I think.
Yeah.
He's lapped too early. He's lost 2 seconds already.
It is too early.
Awful. He's losing a second each corner, so yeah, this is too early.
He's committed now though. He's got to try and carry those inters now and keep out the walls for a lap or two, and it will probably come to him.
Like we saw with Verstappen, Alonso and Gasly last in the Grand Prix, they lost like a lap compared to competitors because they switched too early. But on this game, I think when it rains, it stays wet, so it will come to them as warmer, cloudy. Usual taking place there.
Yeah, a bit of a slingshot there, but he got it done, didn't he, Wommer? And he looking struggling for rear grip and touches the wall on the outside there as well on turn 19. Wommer's in.
You think he's going green. You think on the mediums he'd be quicker, but he seems to struggle.
He's not. Was that a bit of a dummy?
There. I think he was trying to convince Cloudy, but he wouldn't buy any of it. As Wommer goes wide there, so they're both juggling.
As you mentioned though, that mediums are perhaps the best tyre in the wet, so will Cloudy have a bit of an advantage here?
Yeah, maybe. He's got a healthy car compared to wing damage, so quite surprised. I just assume Cloudy made a mistake there, because we've seen in the past he's quite a decent ever driver, so... Yeah,
he is. I mean, to be fair, this season we've been pretty impressed with the wet weather driving of most of the grid, haven't we? It's been pretty good most times out.
Yeah. If Danos has lost 10 seconds,
we've got a yellow.
Nick's binned it. I think it's just running out of grip there.
And that it's in a little bit of a tricky spot. Should be alright for the drivers. Obviously it's ghosted, but it's still a bit off putting the car there.
Spice it up with this weather.
It would.
Yeah. The drivers, if the safety car came out, I think the drivers would damage.
He's binned it.
No grip. I think if the safety car came out now, you'd have drivers, some drivers come in for it, some drivers stay out, because obviously by the end of the safety car, the track could be a lot wetter. But it's not looking like a safety car now, whereas Matt's only a second behind Oles.
His inters did not work out at all with that notch either, did they? He was in the wall, only a lap later.
Yeah, it's fast going very slowly, but it's his AI car.
Matt cruised by Oles.
Before the straight.
He just cruised by there, because Oles is going to enter the pits.
Yeah, there's Sam pits as well, so I think maybe this is looking a lot wetter now, so maybe this is the time as Sam is going to change his wing. Yes, he is, but he's going to fall behind Oles now, surely.
You haven't seen the DRS either yet being switched off, so...
Sam's going super, it's going super soft tyres, which...
That's surely a mistake, I don't know.
On supers.
Well, we'll definitely keep an eye on Sam here. Yeah, maybe it is, maybe he thinks it's not wet enough for the inters. Yeah. We'll see. He exits the pits just behind Oles, obviously Sam getting that wing repaired as well.
Yeah, maybe had too much wing damage, maybe picked up further wing damage, it was undrivable. I'd say Sam looks a lot quicker, just come out the pit to tyre warm up, looks a lot better despite the really wet track.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty scary in the
brakes as well. Sam. Yeah, if I was Oles, I'd just let him go, he's not the same tyre. He's trying to outbrake him, but I don't think that's the best idea. That was not a good idea from Oles there, trying to outbrake him. She just went
straight on there. His car's in one piece though, I think. If you can get out of here without bashing to the wall.
Yeah, I just presume that Sam had too much wing damage to pit, because he did. If you pass the pit in this condition, he'd gamble, because he's lost 30 seconds there. There's one there. questions with all that.
Yeah, he is. He's got a real mix of tyres, and it still looks like the dry tyre is the right tyre at the moment, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it is, yeah, because you could see at the time, one out of the pit between Sam and all, Sam just looked so late on the brakes. I would have thought all would have realised on the first situation as one of the pits. Yeah, I thought all would have realised in that corner there.
Oh.
That, oh, just that girl said nothing. Goes back to worse. Yeah, as I say, I would have thought in that turn 2, I would have thought all would have realised that the dry tyres are better. So I'll just let him go if I was him. But I'm not Oles. He's himself. He's a good driver. And just a mistake, I think.
Yeah, as you mentioned just earlier in the race as well, it's usually pretty sensible in those sort of situations, but obviously it just didn't quite work out, did it?
Yeah. If one that comes out just behind Sam, this would be interesting. This would be an interesting test. Two similar pace drivers. Will Sam be able to pull away, or will mess up with him?
Yeah, this is a real interesting. We got total mixed tyres, super soft versus intern. Where are we? It looks like it's right in between the two.
This reminds me of Hockenheim. Sunday, this does remind me of pretty similar.
Yeah.
As old pits, was he going to go and change his wing, or would he go back to slicks?
It looks like Sam has got slightly better traction on those super softs, but will it stay dry till the end? You know, if you have to switch now, Sam would obviously be a big loser.
Yeah, he's like 18 seconds to Cloudy, so a podium's it's not looking likely at the moment, you have to say. He might get Boffy for 4th as winner.
We just saw that in the cancel section. He's just understeered completely into the wall. Misjudges braking straight into the Pirelli barriers there, and the front end off that McLaren.
7 finishes.
Wow, we are struggling for finishers here. Everyone's going to get good points. And Sam hits the wall as well as we switch back to him.
He's got damage again. Well, Sam had a fantastic chance to win this race, and I'm ready to say it, he's blown it big time.
Oh, the driver's struggling to avoid the walls here. It looks absolutely treacherous being in between the two compounds of tyre.
Suddenly, Baku driver not having a great season. He's only one place on the podium.
Yeah, he is. And yeah, with what's happened so far, you never know. He could get one in
virtual safety car. Well, I wish that was a proper safety car, to be honest with you, but we'll take it. A bit of a pause in the action.
Yeah, we'll take it, but that would have been a mega interesting end if we had a real safety car, full safety car. But yeah, it gives the guys a little bit of a breather.
It's looking properly wet, but it's looking like the slicks have got enough grip. I don't understand how the slicks have grip. I mean, if you look on board with Cloudy, you can see the spray coming from the tyres. I just don't get how the slicks are quicker.
I know, it's very hard to judge in this game, which is why we see these guys making the wrong call, because it's just so difficult to know. I think usually you do just rely on the DRS being disabled to know that that's definitely the time to come in. But obviously when the tyres get warm, people do try and come in a bit early, and it doesn't always work out.
Yeah, it's got
the back end away
now. The DRS is still enabled, so it is to the game to those conditions. So yeah.
Yeah, and Cloudy's carrying good speed to the high-speed corners there. You know, he's not struggling for grip that much.
When I used to race this game, I used to use that as a barometer when to pit the DRS, because that's sort of what it tells you. As old pits yet again, so it's the 3rd pit stop, and well, he's in 6th place. He's 2 minutes ahead of the guy ahead of him, so I think he's nailed on for 6th now. He's going to go on 6th again, so that intergamble wouldn't work.
It didn't, and we've now got all the remaining runners, I think, on dry tyres, so the inters just did not work for anybody.
No, there's Retrex pits. Oh, this is interesting. Leader's in the pits. What's he going to go on? Well, he's got to change his wing. He's going on inters.
Wow, this is... Wow, like we just said, everyone switched back on the inter, and he's going on to them.
Matt's gone wide. So maybe... that's going to put Cardiff Blues into the lead, so maybe... it switched right now. I don't know what happened with Matt there. Gone on board him and he's gone deep with all, so they've had contact. Matt was in the lead so briefly there, but as all recovers, and well, he's made a hazardous recovery, I have to say.
And Sam right behind the retreads now as well, on those super soft tyres still. So it looks at the moment like Sam made the right call on tyres.
Yeah. He's so much late on the brakes. It's just like,
Oles is going to end up DNF in here as well, looking at him on board.
Yeah. Sam goes for it, he goes up the retreads. It's not a place where you want to be fighting someone.
It's not.
Well, you don't go for a move here, Sam, surely. Bloody hell, you're brave if you go for a move here.
Wow.
And he does it, what a move that was.
He should have the brakes so much later than those Inter tyres.
Yeah, just the grip is just ridiculous.
And Retrex, who, well, we thought he was looking good, didn't we? But he's made the wrong choice on tyres. He's just, look at how much he's falling back already.
Yeah. There's, I think Matt kicked off, whatever that mistake was, it might have cost him the race win here, as he's lost 5 seconds to Cloudy Balloons. So, Cloudy Balloons, amazingly, could be on for a win here, unless the rain gets so bad that pit winters.
The rain looks consistent though, doesn't it? It's not that dark in the sky either.
Rechecks with burning his tyres out here anyway, so I think all the front 5 had a chance to win the race here, and they've all made mistakes. So yeah, it's a pretty interesting race. I didn't think it'd be an exciting race really, but it has. We've only got 7 winners, but we've had plenty of action.
Yeah, we have. It's been a race of attrition. That much is for sure, and Cloudy's gone from being nowhere after that incident earlier.
Pits. So I think
he's got wing damage.
He had the win in the bag there, and he went for the inters, and hasn't worked out. He's going on supers.
He's one of many tried to make the inters work, and his teammate Oles as well, and I held up behind him just to add insult to him as well. So
let's say it's drying up on my screen here, so
it is.
So I'd say Cloudy makes a horrific mistake. So go for the win here.
5 laps left and 5.5 second gap to Matt in the Mercedes in second position. So Cloudy doesn't need to push too hard, just manage the gap now to the end.
Yeah. So if he gave us a surprise win, you have to say. I mean, I didn't have it down to potential winner today, but you have to say he's done a solid job. He was more strategy, I think, rather than pure pace, but he went for the mediums, which I was quite surprised at, but he was struggling in the dry section, but in the wet section he just had that extra grip because of the bug in the game, I think.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like long ago we were saying it didn't look like a good choice, and he was just defending like crazy from all the cars queuing up behind him, and now he finds himself with a 5 second gap.
Yeah, Matt's 4 laps to go, and he's gaining. I don't think it's going to be enough.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on it, but I think it's going to be really difficult.
Yeah, so have a good time here, let's see. Matt gained, he gained the whole second that lap, which isn't enough. He needs to find a bit more.
He's just got to keep pushing as hard as he can.
Yeah, he's gone wide there.
He is definitely pushing hard.
Yeah. He was 4 tenths up in that lap, but he lost all the time there. He's desperate for this win, but
like you say, that mistake means he's probably throwing it away as well. That's how he'll be feeling.
Yeah, definitely. And Sam is slowly catching Boffage rather, but again I think he's going to run out of time.
Yeah, I think Sam has got an outside chance to this.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
But Retrex, he's got to be kicking himself for a mistake. I can't believe it. I know. I presume he might have got really bad wing damage, but he was 17 seconds ahead. I don't know how. It's just like lost concentration or something, but
yeah, he must have done. I think almost all the drivers will feel that they've made some sort of error in this race, whether it's strategy or on track. Everyone will feel they could have done a little bit better, but it is what it is. You only get one shot at it, and we have 7 runners left now on lap 23 of 26. So these 7 are fighting it out, and they're all going to get good points if they can bring it to the end from here.
So Sam's gaining on Bucky a lot here, so I think Sam's got a great chance here of picking up the podium.
Yeah, Sam's on
As
the...
always gets a corner cutting warning, that's good to see, I think.
It is. Sam's got a big pace advantage, I think, that on that softer compound tyre, and we know Sam qualified really well as well, so he's got outright pace advantage as well, I think. But we've seen Bosses weather
damage, so
pretty aggressive defending.
Yeah. But I think Sam should have it here, unless you've got to get a podium online. I think he won't give it up easily, so...
No, definitely not, and we know that Sam is maybe struggling for straight line speed a little bit from what we saw earlier in the race, so we'll see how easy he manages it.
And his retrack sets a lifting fastest lap, but it's all gone wrong for him. It doesn't matter now, he's setting quick laps, but he's 30 seconds behind these two.
Yeah, barring some major catastrophe, retracks will be in 5th until the end of the race from here.
It's a lap ahead of him, but behind him, but yeah.
You have to say Retrax has looked good in his short time here at F1 Hub, and I think he's set himself up well for next season. He'll take these experiences on board for sure, and he's got good outright pace.
I'm pretty sure Avi Diaz will move up next season, so he could get a chance to contender next season. As Samson gave us an inch off here, he's got 2 laps to get this move done.
Yeah, he'll be determined to get it done earlier rather than later, just to take the pressure off. But I'm not sure if he's going to be close enough this lap round, we shall see.
No, he's 5. It's half second behind. He's gaining a lot, but I don't think it's going to be this lap. Gains a lot on the braking though.
He might only get one good shot at this, he doesn't want to blow it, he needs to wait for the right opportunity, I think.
Oh, he's getting contact there. He gets further wing damage, so will that affect him in the middle sector?
Yeah, we've got Bottas Weller. They've both got the same wing damage on the same side of the wing, so both equally damaged cars.
Yeah. Reachip once again sets fastest lap, but
He's flying.
Pace, but he's getting. Yeah. Maybe just a 100% race, he might have a chance, but it isn't exactly for him.
Unfortunately not.
When it's 100% race, I don't think we can get anything more than 3 finishes, so...
I think so. So Sam's with him this lap.
Boffy all the way over, but again, 2 shots of this I think, they're both down the pit straight. This lap and the final lap. But you see how aggressive Boxley is defending, as I think...
Lag as well.
It's a real problem for him recently. Will Sam think of a dive up into this corner here? No, he's better of it.
Yeah, I think he might do next lap round if he doesn't get it done this time.
Yeah.
He's cut in closely though this time round. He's as close as he can here.
Be alongside at least. Turn 1.
Yeah, does he have the speed? Yeah, it's open now. Gain very slightly, but it's not enough, I don't think.
He's going to go around the outside, listen to the stack Nicky out up in there, but his brake's so late, it just... Whoa. It's so much more confidence in the braking there, but Bobby's going to have the inside line here. Will he lunge up the inside? Oh, yes he does. It's a bit tad rude after saying that.
Yeah, I'm sure Bobby wants this podium, doesn't he, now, really badly. He's fought hard for it, you'll believe. A little bit on the verge of unfair, I think, a few times. But
I'm sure of it. Sammy's going to lunge it up the inside that corner. If he's anywhere near, you have to.
Yeah, I don't think
that line is pretty early. It's pretty early on this track, so.
Yeah, he's got to go for it. He hasn't got the straight line speed for it, so it looks like that's where he's quickest and where might have a chance. If I was Sam, I think I'd definitely be going for the move there if at all possible. On the final lap as well, so we must keep an eye on Heidi Balloons, who is already coming through.
Yeah, he's gaining a little bit now. I think that mistake, a couple of mistakes cost him the win today. He was in the lead for about 10 seconds, but
he was. So Heidi Balloons then goes around that turn 19 and 20 onto that long straight for the final time, and Heidi Balloons in the 4th India crosses the line and takes the win in the final round of Season 11 Pinnacle tier. And Matt as well, crosses the line in second.
Yeah, Sam had a whole works out there, and he's not going to get anywhere near the top of the line.
So bosses well out, provisionally at least gets his podium.
Yeah, he's got to be careful this week, but he's not hit the wall and doesn't. Yeah.
And Sam losing 4 retracks for all that speed, but too many accidents for him, unfortunately.
He's gained 8 seconds in these 2 and 3 laps, but that pit, whatever reason it was, it's cost him the race.
Yeah.
Because he had it in the bag. And Matt had it in the bag, he pitted, but he saw him go off, so with all a collision, or maybe just went off his own accord. We might get explanation of that later.
Maybe we had both Hatters on the podium positions there as well for a little while, but in the end, 5th and 6th is the best they could do. But they do both finish.
Yeah, so a 4-cylinder Mercedes and 5 in the podium. That was what happened in the real life F1. Obviously in a slightly different order, but same 3 teams up there. And Matt's not happy with all in the chat, so I might have had a collision.
Yeah, it sounds like those two got tangled up. But we saw a few collisions in that race. We said we might see drivers just going for it because it's the last round, and they definitely did. We saw a few, really aggressive overtake attempts.
Yeah, I think if anything was on the line there, I think it would have been controversial. But obviously, as there's a lot of angry drives in the chat, so I think I hope you're not busy. You're normally quite quiet on the Studio final race season. Hopefully it is as we go through the order here. So Clark Balloons wins in the 4-cylinder, Matt 2nd in the Mercedes, Boffy Drella 3rd in the Ferrari, Samster 4th in the Mercedes, Retrex 5th in the Haas, Ols 6th in the Haas, 7th is Farf, Wummer Geneft, Stolen Flexi, Nick, Ericsson, that would be Danoj, Pepsi Gamer, Matty Daddy, and Trotter.
Yeah, so thank you, Jamie. That's our lineup then for the final round. And it delivered, didn't it? We had plenty to talk about throughout the race.
Yeah. It's a long time to see Verlaine Kvyat on Palm on the leaderboard, so enjoy it.
Yeah, you're right there, but Lance Stroll will continue next season, so and I think there's rumours of his dad buying out Force India as well, so we might have Lance Stroll on the grid for many seasons to come.
Oh yeah, Van Dorn, I think his future's less uncertain, but yeah, anyway.
Yeah, I think maybe so. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and you've got one more F1TS Hub race to catch this season, and that is the Prestige Tier race, which is getting underway on this very YouTube channel. So go and check that out. And yeah, that's it for Season 11. Season 12, of course, will be on F1 2018, and lots of details will be released about that in due course, of course. So if you haven't already, then subscribe on Twitter and visit the website. It'll be an all-new website, I think, as well for the new season, f1tshub.com. So yeah, head over there if you're interested in signing up yourself.
Yeah, I think that our current website we've had now, it's, I have to apologise for it because it's a mess at the moment, but it's going to get sorted, don't we?
Yeah, it'll be all new for the new season, and there's lots of exciting ideas going around, so it'll be one to watch.
I think Samsung up there, sorry, message pops in, we all threw it away there, and I think that's pretty apt. I think everyone threw it away there, I think it's just who threw it away less who won that race.
Yeah, I think everyone will feel an opportunity missed, apart from Claudia, of course, who takes his first win, I think, is it in F1TS Hub as well?
As I can hear thunderstorms outside my house, so before my power cuts off, I'll wish you all the best and enjoy the off season, everybody, and we'll see you sometime in the autumn. I don't know when yet, but we'll see you then. Yeah, it's been a pleasure, Jamie. Thank you for joining me this season, and we'll see you all again soon.